Hi, my name is Lou, and I'm with the Division of Drinking Water in the Sonoma District. Today, we are looking at how to create a bacteriological sampling plan, or BSP for short. The BSP is an important document that contains details for routine sample collection and total coliform analysis. This is a necessary requirement for every water system to ensure their drinking water is being monitored correctly for possible bacteriological contamination. All that is needed is to fill out the form given to you by the district and return it with the required information and attachments. My focus will be on aiding small water systems which have populations less than 1,000 and less than 400 service connections. The form to be filled out will probably look like this. I will take you through the steps to fill it out with an example water system. Starting with section 1, we fill out the system information. Put down the name of your water system along with its system number. Our example water system name is Westville Water Company, and its system number is 490-2345. For the number of service connections, this value is the number of service lines directly connected to the main line, such as houses and businesses, and any buildings that would have water usage from the system. This system has 214 service connections recorded. Now, the population will be determined depending on the type of water system you have: community, non-transient non-community, or transient non-community. Community water systems have a population count for the number of customers. Non-transient population is the number of people that use the water daily, which is for places such as work or school environments. Lastly, transient population is the number of people that can use the water in one day during the busiest month, for places like wineries or restaurants. This system is residential and therefore a community water system. The population of this system is found to be 585. Other methods of calculating the population of people can be seen in the California Code of Regulations, provided in the video description. Then, provide the name of all water supply sources. There is only one source in this system, simply named Well 1. The next section involves setting up routine and repeat sampling sites. Frequency will be determined based on population or service connections, and a minimum can be obtained from Table 64423A in the regulations. The system has a population between 25 and 1,000 and between 15 to 400 service connections, so you'll most likely only need one sample per month. Now in Section 3, the first routine sample site will be chosen, which can be a named location or the nearest address. This spot will have to represent the quality of water distributed throughout the system. In this example, the address is 3120 Midway Drive. The sample site will be monitored once a month for bacteriological quality. Do note that the site cannot be from any of the water sources. Next, a repeat sample set is required if the routine sample site is tested positive for coliform bacteria. This set includes the routine sample site, one sample within 5 connections upstream, one within 5 connections downstream, and one more anywhere in the system. Corresponding to these samples that we need, the routine site again is 3120 Midway Drive. The upstream connection is at 3002 Midway Drive. The downstream connection is at 3214 Midway Drive. And our additional sample is at 3425 Midway Drive. And if the source is groundwater, then a sample from any active sources is required along with the repeat sample set and will be included in the BSP. In our scenario, we have well 1 as an active groundwater source, so we will sample it. The source sample would not be required for a surface water source. Next, if water is purchased from another water system, then a contact for the seller is to be included in the BSP with their name and phone number. All the water in this system comes from the well source, so we will leave this blank. Next, designate in the checkbox if one routine sample site is enough to represent the entire system. This will be the case for small areas and distribution systems with only one pressure zone. Otherwise, check the second box and list additional routine sample sites, along with their corresponding repeat sample sets, just as we've done in Section 3. Since this example is small and represented by just one routine sample site, we'll check the first box and move on to Section 4. Here, a second sampling set is made for the month following a positive coliform result. The system will have to collect at least 5 routine samples for that month. The first routine sample site will be at the same as the one in Section 3, at 3120 Midway Drive. Then, 4 more sample sites will have their locations given, as shown here. In addition to the sample routine, a map or diagram is required to show the locations of each site for Section 5. A diagram can be made using Google Maps on the internet. If you did not have an account, one would have to be created before using Maps. Start by clicking on the menu in the top left corner. Click on the tab named Your Places, and then click Maps. At the bottom, choose the option to create a map. First, locate the general area of your water system. For example, we use the street address for some of our sample taps at Midway Drive. Then, you can delete this point using the sidebar. Now, zoom in or out to get an optimal view of the entire water system. Then, you can click on the map options in the top left corner and set default view to save this orientation. Also, you can change the base map depending on if a map view or a satellite view is better for your system representation. Now, beneath the search bar, click Draw a Line. Use this to outline the area of your water system, clicking at any point to break straight line segments. Then, once you reconnect with the first point, you have made your area. And then you will name it. I'll simply name it System Area. Then, click on the Style bucket icon, and you can change the color of the fill. Next, add the points of sampling with the Add Marker icon beneath the search bar. Click the icon, and then click on the map to set the marker. This one will represent the routine sample tab and is named Routine 1. And from there, you can also change the marker colors. I aim to make the routine sample point blue, repeat sample points green, the routine sample points after a positive sample orange, and the source yellow. To show this process, I'll place down a couple more points. Here, we have the source, which I'll name Well 1, and then color it yellow. And then, another point is here for a repeat sample tap, which I'll name Repeat 2. And then I'll color it green. And then lastly, a point will be placed here for a routine sample tap after a positive sample, which I'll name Positive 2 and color it orange. And then after you fill all your points in, the finished map for the system will look like this. And you'll have all the sample sites marked and the corresponding names on the sidebar. Once you're done placing all the points, you can make some nominal changes by first clicking on Untitled Layer and then changing it to the system name, which will be Westville Water Company. Then, click on Untitled Map and change it to BSP with the date. Once everything is finished, click the map options and then click Print. Here, you can click Portrait or Landscape depending on your system orientation and then print the map. It is notable to mention that the magnification of the map will affect the print page, so take that into account by centering your system area and changing the zoom for an adequate print map. Also, if the file of the map itself is requested, it can be downloaded as a KML or KMZ file from the map options. Then, an example of the print PDF will appear like this. And this is what you will print. Now, you are done with your BSP map for Section 5. Moving on to Section 6, all the samples must be tested at an accredited laboratory. This information will contain the name of the sampler, the laboratory name, and its phone number. The person trained to collect samples in our example will be Connor Cook. Next, the name of the lab where the samples will be sent is Ramble Laboratories, and its phone number. Then, include 2 water system contacts for the laboratory to call in the event of positive bacteria in the water samples. These contacts would be representatives that maintain and operate the water system. The first contact is Lou Smith, along with the contact phone number. If there is not a different evening phone number, then simply type in same. After that, the second contact is provided as Alex Phelps with a phone number as well. In Section 7, contacts for the state division are presented. In the case that a sample comes up fecal or E. coli positive from the lab, it is the job of the water system representative to notify the district office or its district engineer within 24 hours. An actual contact will be given for you when you receive the forms from your district office. Lastly, print your name and the date at the bottom when you finish the BSP, and make a copy of it for your own reference. After submitting the form and its attachment, the BSP will be reviewed by the Division of Drinking Water, and then you are finished. If there are ever any changes to the sampling plan or the water system, then a new BSP will have to be updated and sent in. More information about the BSP can be found in the California Code of Regulations, Title 22, in the article of Bacteriological Quality. This can be found in the video description. Also, if you have any questions regarding your water system, please contact the district office. Thank you for watching this video on preparing a bacteriological sampling plan.